Welcome back to Water the Possibilities in Your Pocket Change, your YouTube destination for coin collecting basics and numismatics of the 21st century. In today's video, we'll take a look at the 2021 Morgan and Peace dollars and the law that authorized them. Let's dive in. Did you know these are not commemorative coins, but a continuation of the original series? On January 5th, 2021, Public Law 116-286 was passed. This act requires the Secretary of the Treasury to honor the 100th anniversary of completion of the Morgan dollar and the 100th anniversary of commencement of coinage of the Peace dollar. It can also be cited as the 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act. The conversion from the Morgan dollars to the Peace dollars reflected a pivotal moment in American history. The Morgan dollars represented the country's westward expansion and industrial development in the late 19th century, while the Peace dollar symbolizes the country's coming of age as an international power and celebrating the victory and peace that ensued after World War I. The original Morgan dollars were struck in 90% silver from 1878 to 1904 and again in 1921. And they were produced by 5 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, New Orleans, and Carson City. The Peace dollars were also minted in 90% silver from 1921 to 1935, and they were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This act required that the Morgan and Peace dollars from 2021 have the same specifications as the original coins, with a weight of 26.73 grams, a diameter of 1.5 inches, containing not less than 90% silver, and a reeded edge. These are the same specifications as modern-day commemorative silver dollars. However, in 2019, the purity of the silver was changed from 90% to 3/9 fine. So these would be the planchets that were used for the 2021 Morgan and Peace dollars, and marking a first for these designs. This could be why some collectors consider them commemorative coins. The 2021 Morgan dollar, with its profile portrait of Lady Liberty on the obverse and a heraldic eagle on the reverse, as designed by George T. Morgan, would only be struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, since the New Orleans Mint and the Carson City Mint have been closed for years. However, to pay homage to these 2 mints, the Mother Mint at Philadelphia would produce coins with privy marks, honoring the New Orleans and Carson City mints, with representations of the original mint marks used by these mints. This would be the first time a privy mark was ever placed on a Morgan dollar. These Morgan dollars were extremely popular with collectors. Each of the 5 examples of the Morgan dollar had a mintage limit of 175,000. The New Orleans and Carson City privy marked Morgans had a household order limit of 15. These coins would hit Remind Me status on the Mint's website within 5 minutes. Because of the quick sellout, the remaining Morgan dollars would have a household order limit of 3, and they would still reach Remind Me status within 30 minutes. The final mintage from highest to lowest is as follows. The San Francisco minted Morgan would have a mintage of 174,093. The Philadelphia Morgan would have a mintage of 173,875. The Denver minted Morgan would have a mintage of 173,730. The Carson City Privy Mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint, would have a mintage of 173,444. And the New Orleans Privy Mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, would have a mintage of 173,102. These mintages for the 2021 Morgans would place these coins as 5 of the rarest Morgans ever produced in an uncirculated finish. The 2021 Peace Dollar depicts a goddess of liberty on the obverse and a bald eagle clutching an olive branch on the reverse, as designed by Anthony DeFrancisi. This would be the first time that an eagle was depicted at rest on a United States coin. The 2021 Peace Dollar would only be struck at the Philadelphia Mint, even though the Denver and San Francisco mints also struck original ones, which in my opinion was a miss by the mint. This single example of the Peace Dollar would have a mintage limit of 200,000 and a household order limit of 3. It would go to Remind Me status on the Mint's website within 30 minutes, with the final mintage being 198,772, which at the time made it the rarest Peace Dollar ever struck in an uncirculated finish. The 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act was extremely popular with collectors, and many believed it should be one and done. However, according to the law which authorized these coins, these iconic silver dollars with vastly different representations of Lady Liberty and the American Eagle reflect a changing of the guard in 1921 in the United States, and therefore, now here's the important part, on the 100th anniversary must begin to be minted again to commemorate this significant evolution of American freedom. So if they are commemoratives, I guess they're an annual commemorative, since they have been struck every year since 2023. Either way, the 2021 Morgan and Peace dollars are beautiful examples of these designs, struck in 3/9 fine silver for the very first time, and are still considered by numismatists as a significant addition to anybody's collection. If you learned something, hit that like button and share this video out. Leave a comment in the comment section below and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you will be notified of future videos. And always remember to ask yourself, what are the possibilities in your pocket change?